Chelmsford were the visitors for Mark McGee's third game in charge at Eastbourne Borough. The Clarets are always a difficult side, but the Sports started on the front foot. With a strong win behind them, they looked to build on the last performance at Hampton and Richmond, and their positive attitude paid early dividends. In the 4th minute, Stefan Lubicic picks up the ball and plays a thoughtful pass to Mike West on the right. Lubicic then races into the Chelmsford area in order to pick up West's cross, and after neatly controlling the ball, gives Nathan McDonald no chance in the Chelmsford goal. The Sports were playing some decent controlled football, and our goal scorer, Stefan Lubicic, uses the strong wind to his advantage with this rasping shot which had McDonald at full stretch. Such was Eastbourne's dominance in the opening stages. Promotion chasing Chelmsford were pretty well neutralised, and when they did get through on goal, they only had half chances to snatch at. Or else Mark Smith, back with the Sports on loan, was in fine form. One aspect that will hearten fans was the partnership between Josh Bingham and Stefan Lubicic. Here Bingham shows some skill to take the ball past Chris Gregan and then lay on a superb cross for Lubicic in a move that deserved a better fate. The strong wind was a feature and using it would be essential. Here Ryan Hall tries his luck with a long range shot. An unpleasant feature of recent months has been Eastbourne's ease at getting called out at the back after having so much of the play. But things look more solid this time. Here Tom Gardner snuffs out a potentially dangerous break by Ches Isaac. And the Borough defence did just enough to neutralise this dangerous looking cross and Ches Isaac's header. But the Sports overall were the team taking the initiative and asking all the questions. Here Josh Bingham, Mike West and Stefan Lubicic all combined to cause problems for the Chelmsford defence. And here Dave Martin has the confidence to try a wind-assisted speculative long-range effort. Eastbourne Borough were definitely in the driving seat as the half drew to a close, but frustratingly couldn't get that elusive second to underline that dominance. The big question was, would one goal be enough, especially as the Clarets would have the wind behind them in the second half? The Sports came out with some conviction as the second half started, and this neat little attack saw the ball just bobble before Mike West could connect, and the threat was cleared. But Chelmsford boss Rod Stringer no doubt urged his side to apply themselves with the wind behind them, and the Clarets were more on the front foot in the second half. But Eastbourne were looking reasonably comfortable in defence. The Clarets also started tapping into the win. Here a long-range through ball to Rhys Murphy almost splits the Eastbourne lines, but Chris Campbell stands his ground and neatly tidies up the danger. And when Chelmsford did get through the Borough line, Smith in goal was on cracking form. Here Smudge makes an almost point-blank save. But the Clarets were beginning to make more and more inroads. Here Chris Campbell did well to head this awkward ball from danger. And when you're at the top, the luck rolls with you. The resulting corner ping-ponged around a melee of players and somehow was adjudged to have crossed the line. Johnny Giles finally credited with the goal, although it is difficult to tell what really happened without touchline technology. Chelmsford were obviously keen to really test the Borough's resolve, and in a carbon copy of the earlier through ball, Rhys Murphy again found himself with Chris Campbell to beat, with the same result. Despite the setback of the equaliser, there was definitely more conviction about Eastbourne Borough this time, as they kept themselves in the game. And the team tried to turn up the pressure. The Sports fans felt McDonald handled the ball outside the area as he slid over the line, although the replay shows he kept the ball in the area, just. And this cross from Martin on the left caused all sorts of problems for the Chelmsford defence, but Lubicic just couldn't keep his shot down on target. As the game entered its final stages, Chelmsford tried to take the initiative to keep themselves in the promotion pack, and this double save by Mark Smith did as much as anything to ensure Eastbourne picked up something from the game, and that's why he was named man of the match. And here the Clarets tried to turn the screw a bit more, and Aaron Cosgrave, on for Johnny Giles, manoeuvred himself into a good position but screwed his shot just wide. While at the other end, this fierce cross found its way across the Chelmsford box for Josh Bingham, who was ghosting in, but he just couldn't connect. And so the score stayed at 1 goal apiece. It was probably a fair result, but Eastbourne will feel a bit disappointed they didn't take all 3 points after a very competent performance, which does bode well for the future. After the game I spoke with one of Mark McGee's assistants, Danny Bloor, for his comments. Danny, thanks ever so much for joining us. Not a bad performance today.
No, I thought it was a very good performance, Graham. Under the conditions, Chelmsford are third in the league, and we showed a real resilience, and I think we thoroughly deserved at least the point which we got, Graham.
That equaliser goal was a bit of a shame.
Well, obviously it was hard for the linesman. He had judged the ball across the line. None of us could tell in the position we were on the bench, but it was given. You have to live with these things, but it's certainly, I feel, a point gained to Chelmsford. We lost there earlier in the season, and the boys really battled. They showed great resilience, really promising signs of their front partnership with Josh Bingham and Big Stefan. It was fantastic for Stefan to score his first goal for us today. He's been working so hard in training. He's been doing some personal one-on-one stuff with Mark, and I think Eastbourne Borough Football Club and ultimately Brighton Hove Albion are going to reap the rewards from that.
Yeah, very definitely. And in the first half, there was a lot more control about the way they played.
Yeah, we've been working. We've worked really hard on the training field this week. We've had two good sessions. The injured players are coming back. Obviously, they weren't playing today, but Sergio and Lloyd Dawes are not a million miles away. We did have Charlie Walker on the bench. So it's onwards, upwards and forwards. Obviously, got a massive game next Saturday. We travel to Hungerford. So we're on that 37 points now, and it'd be nice if we can get a win as soon as possible to ease any fears we may have at the wrong end of the table.
And our new boy, how did everyone feel he went?
Oh yeah, I thought he was terrific, Josh. Mark and I went and watched him play for Wimbledon Reserves a couple of weeks ago. It's been quite tough getting his international clearance, because if not, he would have made his debut last Saturday at Hampton. But I think, as I previously said, I think there's signs, early signs, I hasten to add, of a promising partnership between him and Big Stefan for us here at the Borough.
Daniel, thanks ever so much, and good luck next week.
Thanks very much, Graham.